Good morning, everyone. My name is Daniel Heelan. I am the MTSS coordinator at Sarah Goode STEM Academy. Thanks so much for hearing our pitch. And so here at Sarah Goode STEM Academy, we are a P-Tech school. That means that every student that walks into our building has the opportunity to graduate high school with their associate's degree. So this is a great opportunity. However, what we've seen from our data review is that not all of our students are graduating with an associate's degree or a college or just college credits in general. When we look at the breakdown of who has graduated with an associate's degree, we see that it's overwhelmingly our female students, which is great. We should be so excited for that, but it does present an excellent opportunity for us to help target our Black and Latino male students to get them to have more support so that they can persist in the program and get college credits as well as an associate's degree, especially when you look at the breakdown of our school. Our school is about 60% male. However, overall, only 30% of our males are actually graduating with that associate's degree. So that's where we've really targeted our innovation that we're hoping to implement. And so our theory of change is this. We're focusing on our 9th grade Black and Latino male students. We're going to be providing them with helping them experience holistic support through strong relationships with their peers, mentors, small group academic support, and STEM and college and career exploration so that they can persist in our early college program and graduate with high school with an associate's degree or early college credit. And so to do this, we talked to our students and not just our Black and Latino male students, but we try to get a whole bunch of perspectives. We talked to the female students who are excelling in the program. We talked to students who are current Black and Latino males who are in the program, those that aren't in the program as well. We wanted to try and get a range of experiences. And so we're so glad we did this because we learned so much important information from these empathy conversations. So the main thing we found out is that peer support and connections help create a sense of belonging in the program. So who their peers are matters. We also found that small group support fuels academic success. Family and educator support is essential for persistence, as well as early exposure to the program is key. So really shaping their mindsets when they come into our building. And so this made us ask the question, how might we create the space for our Black and Latino male students that helps facilitate the development of strong peer relationships and positive academic mindsets that will sustain the interest in the early college program, but also fuel their persistence. So helping them make it to senior year with that associate's degree. And so our plan is we're going to create a mentorship program that's targeted for our 9th grade Black and Latino male students. We're going to be facilitating weekly mentorship meetings. And so to do that, we're going to be trying to strengthen those peer relationships between the young men in that group, but also the educators that are helping support them and other staff so that they get those positive academic mindsets of, hey, I can do this, as well as my friends can do this with me too. And so hopefully then we'll get them to enroll in the early college program, but then persist all the way through. And then our measurements for success are 100% of our Black and Latino male students will have knowledge of the early college program and the specific benefits that it provides as measured by that beginning and end of year survey. 75% of all of our eligible Black and Latino male students will pass one of the early college entrance programs so that they can be in it, so that academic support. And then 85% of our Black and Latino male students will report an increase in the strength of their peer relationships as measured by our internal developmental relationships survey. So we're trying to get the communication, we're trying to get the academic support, but also that strong peer relationship to really make our program work. And so some artifacts that we've developed through our experimentation already are a lot of different mentorship programs. So any school that is looking to do this, whether they're early college, STEM, IB, or just a general high school, can benefit from the artifacts that we're creating through this program. And so to implement the funds we're going to be using for resources to really lift that mentorship program and get it off of the ground, provide students with those experiences. And so really through this process, we learned so much about our program that we're hoping that this mentorship program will help support. And so we learned about that peer connection is important. It's one of the most important things. Students appreciate the college experience and exposure, and they want to have feelings of they can do this and be successful. And so we're really hoping to leverage those learnings in order to help our Black and Latino male students get those associate's degrees, get that college experience, and close those gaps. So open for any questions. Thanks so much to listening to our pitch.
Great, thank you so much. Very clear presentation and very easy to follow all of the points and how you went through your journey. One question I have is about your communication plan with stakeholders. How are you thinking about communicating about this work more broadly?
Absolutely. So we have a lot of staff that are helping support it. And so one of the main things is we're going to be talking with staff at the end of the year to kind of show them our pilot data and show them the success that we've had in our pilot program of starting small so that we get buy-in from the staff. The other thing that we've really learned is important is that family engagement part. And so we plan to have family like welcome sessions with the students who are in the program, explaining it to families so that it's not just the students or just the teachers, but everyone that's engaged has an understanding, and also making it so that the family feels a part of the journey and a part of the program through like key engagement.
Thank you.
Yes, echoing, it was very clear, and I loved how clear your impact measurement piece was as well. Could you maybe speak a little bit about that timeline of the engagement of the stakeholders?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're really starting with our pilot program during the fourth quarter. That's when we're getting it off of the ground. And so once students are identified and selected, we're having that meeting with their parents, and then we're going to be starting those weekly sessions. We're going to let teachers know who's in that pilot program so that they can also help support that journey. And then we're going to have all of that data review to see how the pilot went. At the end of the year, we'll be doing that presentation. And then at the start of the next academic year, we're going to try and scale it up. And then that's when we'll be having more of that family outreach as well.
If we have a moment, could you go back to your expenses, like your plan for how you'd use the funds, and tell us a little bit more about those?
Yeah. So one was just resources for weekly mentorship sessions. So just having the funds to bring all the students, all the staff together, create the materials, and have those experiences. We thought STEM exploration field experiences would really be important. So helping take students to Daily College, who we're partnered with, helping take them to IBM, who's our corporate partner. And so just kind of getting funding for that, providing them experiences outside of just Sarah Goode. The academic prep materials so that they do have to pass the early college exams. So getting supplies and materials to help do that. And then kind of mentorship gear, swag for students and families, again, trying to get that part where the family has that identity of my student is a early college student as well, and trying to get it so that we're building this culture of inclusion within that program. And I think swag can help with that as well.
Wonderful, thank you.
Since we have the time, could we go to that impact measurement slide?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess to, some of the purpose of this competition too, can you speak like what maybe is out of the box here, or what is really unique here that maybe other schools haven't thought about when they're thinking about this space?
Thank you so much for that question. We here at Goode have really been experimenting with developmental relationships. We use a whole lot of research, and we use the developmental relationship survey from the Search Institute. And we've really been trying to measure how connected students are and correlating that to their success, their engagement, their mindsets. And so I think that's one thing that's really unique, is this measured peer engagement that we can kind of track over time, target who is feeling like they're engaged, who isn't feeling like they're engaged, and then build those supports for those students. Because a lot of what we've heard from our empathy interviews is a lot of the females that are really succeeding in that program, they have their friends in that program. They feel attached and engaged into the school. And so we want to leverage that learning to do the same for our Black and Latino male students who told me specifically, I'm not in the program because none of my friends are in those classes. And so we can target that, help those students get those friendships. We can, I think, change really the course that they're on.